season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Ducks ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
Right on the money. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Moore to the air. Got his man on the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Well, so much for the members' bounce. They get a break on the road here.
And how about that for this offense? The worst thing you could do when you're on the road is ignite the home crowd. This offense got a nice break early and a chance to not rouse you up.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Buys a little time with his feet. Caught over the middle, it's Singleton.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Building momentum, picking up the chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Rushes on him. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Trying play action. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. To the air, it's Berry. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He rifles one deep down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Look out, he's got room. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. He might want another play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. And the Seminoles will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Wide receiver going in motion. Moore will throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback gets the first down and more. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Now improvising. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle box. He knew to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there.
There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Finds his man. It's Green. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. takes the handoff. It's Hill. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Caught near the sticks, it's Moore. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown Ducks! Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Now facing a third and long. Dropping back, it's Berry. Moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. Across the 25, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Working that left side. Touchdown, Seminoles! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on second. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And on offense, you know this is four-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now. You're going to have to make this possession.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, no!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the back. Moore to the air. Got his man down the middle. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's dragged down. They'll line up for a second down play. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
When you make big plays for your quarterback in the game, you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Give to the back. Finding open areas. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The snap sets up the throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. He just get rid of it and live to play another down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Moore will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back door.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The run to the right. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all.
And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds a man on the left. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Florida State. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Might be looking to run. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moore will throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Using the quick game. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. And you've seen his athleticism and his speed, his bend, and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Steps away to find some room. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds him out of the backfield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 17 over Louisville. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He'll do it himself. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
It's complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Westbrook.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
To throw, it's Sperry. Looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The give on the inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Tackle is made at the 42-yard line. And
the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. The give out of the gun. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They want that clock to run. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do is not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Got the quick pass. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here late in the 4th quarter.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And they'll take a knee on 4th down, happy with their performance so far, and they'll turn it over in the waning moments. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same